Most students are told there's only one right path after high school: graduate, go straight to a university, and figure everything else out later. But what if that advice is costing student time, money, and options? Today, on EduGuide and Beyond, we are breaking down one of the most misunderstood decisions in education: community college vs university. Which one is actually better? Which one saves money? Which one leads to better outcomes? And more importantly, which one makes sense for you? And once you start questioning the path everyone assumes is right, one bigger question naturally follows. Does this question matter so much in the first place? For decades, community college was seen as the backup plan. University was seen as the real goal. That idea became so normal that most students never stopped to question it. But today, that perception is starting to crack. Tuition at the university has skyrocketed. Student debt and many graduates are realizing they were never told the full picture. You see students finishing college with massive debt, no clear direction, and pressure to make it work after the fact. At the same time, other students quietly take a different route, starting at a community college, transferring later, or entering the workforce with less debt. Yet, students are rarely shown both paths side by side. So, before we compare them, we need to slow down and define them clearly. Let's start with the option most students misunderstand the most. What is a community college? Community colleges typically offer associate degrees that take about 2 years, certificates, and workforce programs. Transfer pathway to four-year universities. They usually feature smaller class sizes, lower option tuition, schedule for working students. Most community colleges are publicly funded and locally focused, designed to serve students with different goals, different backgrounds, and responsibilities. And here's the key thing students often miss: community college is not less education, it's a different structure with a different purpose. Now that we understand what community college is actually, let's look at the other side of the comparison, the path that most students are familiar with. So, what is a university? University typically offer bachelor degrees that take 4 years to graduate, and professional programs, research opportunities, on campus housing, and student life. Universities often provide broader academic choices, larger network, strong brand recognition, but they also come with trade offs: larger class sizes, especially in the first 2 years, higher tuition and fees, greater pressure to borrow. At this point, both options probably sound reasonable. So now let's talk about the factor that affects students longer after graduation: money. The cost difference. This is where reality hits. Community colleges cost significantly less than universities. Many students can attend with little or no debt. Some states even offer free or reduced tuition programs. Universities, on the other hand, often cost tens of thousands of dollars per year before housing, meals planned, and fees are added. So, here's the question students should be asking: what am I paying for? And what am I getting in return? If two students graduate with the same bachelor degree, but one paid half the cost, that difference matters. Not just now, but for years. But cost alone does not tell the whole story. What really matters is what happens inside the classroom. So here's the academic experience. Many people assume universities automatically offer better teaching. But here's what surprises a lot of students. At community colleges, classes are often smaller. Professors focus primarily on teaching. Students get more direct support. At larger universities, introductory classes can have hundreds of students, Teaching assistants may handle class discussions, and professors may be less accessible early on. Learning quality depends less on the institution's name and more on engagement, support, and effort. And this brings us to one of the most overlooked advantage in higher education. Because education doesn't have to be an either or decision, there is a bridge between these two paths. One of the smartest strategies students can use is starting at community college and then transferring to a university later. This allows students to complete general education affordably, improve the GPA, explore major without pressure, transfer with junior standing. Many universities have guaranteed transfer agreements, credit matching system, priority admission pathways. And here is something important to understand. The final degree does not say transfer students. It only shows university name. Students who transfer often graduate with less debt, similar academic outcomes, the same credentials. So, with that in mind, let's get practical. Who does community college actually work best for? Community college may be a better option if you're not sure about your major. If you want to minimize debt, you need flexibility for work or family. You prefer smaller classes and more support. You plan to transfer later. Starting at a community college is not falling behind. It is strategic pacing. But community college isn't the best fit for everyone. For some students, starting at a university still makes sense. Here's when that is the truth. University may be better choice if you are confident in your major, your career require early specialization. You have strong financial support. You value immersive campus life. You want research or specialized facility. For these students, university can be the right environment. The problem is not choosing university. The problem is assuming it is the right choice for everyone. And unfortunately, many students never make this decision objectively. That is because myth still shape how these paths are viewed. So here's the common myth students believe. Let's clear a few things up. Community college students are not less capable. Employers do not automatically look down on community college. Starting at a community college does not mean you failed. Employers care about skills, experience, performance, communication, problem solving, and they rarely ask, where did you start? They care about where you ended up and what you can do. Once you remove the myth, the decision becomes much clearer. And it leads us to the most important question students should ask. Instead of asking, which one is better? Ask, what do I want to do after graduation? How much debt can I realistically manage? Do I need time to explore? What environment helps me succeed? Education should expand options, not trap students financially. When you answer this question honestly, the verdict becomes clear. Community college is not better. University is not better. The better option is the one that fits your situation. Strategy beats studies. Clarity beats tradition. Planning beats pressure. So before we close, let's bring everything together. There is no shame in choosing the affordable path, and there is no reward for unnecessary debt. College is a tool, and tools only work when used intentionally. If you are a student trying to make smart decisions about education, careers, and life, this channel is for you. Please subscribe to EduGuide and Beyond for real guidance students do not get in school. And make me a favor, comment below. Did you choose a community college, university, or are you still deciding? And feel free to add any question that might become the next video. Till next time.